What's going on YouTube? So in today's video, I'll be talking about the wing lights flashing right behind me that I installed for my Boosted Rev. So a couple of you guys have been asking me what these are in my previous Boosted Rev riding video that I posted here on my YouTube channel. And yeah, they are called wing lights. Basically, they are turn indicator, turn signal, whatever you guys want to call it, for your bicycle or anything that has a handle, basically like this, like a Boosted Rev, for instance, to basically just mount it and use it as your turn signal. Now before we go on this video guys, I just realized that I want to make a quick disclaimer first that I am not whatsoever affiliated with Winglights. I am not being paid to do this video. I'm not sponsored or anything by them. I'm just doing this video for you guys, so that you can also decide if you want to get these. But yeah, I bought these with my own money shortly after I got my Boosted Rev actually, and I posted about it on Reddit shortly after that, and just kind of basically teach other people how to install it and all of that. I'll link the Reddit post that I did about a month ago. I think today's September 27th. I don't even remember when I posted it, but yeah, I'll just link it down below in the description box, and just click on it, follow the instructions. Pretty straightforward. I included pictures and stuff like that on how to go about installing these guys. So I realized that some of you guys might be too lazy to click on the description down below and follow the Reddit post that I did regarding how to install the wing lights. So here's a quick demo on how to actually install them. I've already done some parts on this, but basically this plastic tab right here on your Boosted Rev that comes with it, it basically comes out, pop right out, just using a flathead screwdriver. Kind of pushed it in there already, but yeah, it just pops out like that, and yeah, it's pretty easy. And then after that, you can just install your wing lights. These actually expands right there, so basically just install it like that, twist it as much as possible, and they install and expand right there. And then as far as like turning it on and stuff like that, just turn it on right there, and there you have it. It takes a while to get used to as far as pressing it at the edge, turning it on and turning it back off, but once you get used to it, you're basically good to go. Now onto the video. Where did I get these? Amazon.com for roughly about $37 before tax, and just shy of about $40 or so after tax, with free Prime shipping included, of course. Now why did I get this though is, yeah, I basically found it a bit tough to signal with my hands using the Boosted Rev, just probably because the way the stem right here is angled. For some reason, I don't know why, I'm kind of losing balance every time I let go of one hand for maybe 5 or so seconds. I don't know, maybe I'm just not very good at balancing it for some reason. But it's definitely different than my Xiaomi M365. And also I find that some people out there, especially drivers, they don't seem to remember what each hand signal means anymore. That, or they're probably just ignoring me, so I don't feel as safe as far as using my hand signs, whatever, as my signal. And so yeah, I figured why don't I get something that resembles a motorcycle or a car, turn indicators, turn signals, that is universally known by every single motor vehicle drivers out there. So here's what I got. Now as far as visibility goes for the wing lights, turn signals, turn indicators, that really depends on the type of environment you're riding in. Whether if it's super sunny out, no cloud cover, or maybe just a few cloud covers. But with this video that I have for review here, that I tested it out on and shot, it's the typical riding style that we are going to be experiencing for a lot of us that lives up here in the northern hemisphere of the world, where it is fall / coming up in the winter months too. Yes, you guys can see with the video, it's pretty visible as far as like me turning right and just indicating myself that I am turning right, you know, as far as the naked eye can see, or in this case the camera can see. And it's also great as well as far as, you know, coming to a stop sign and you're trying to make a you know, a right or left turn signal. And yeah, it's pretty visible too, you know, drivers can see me, can see you, and you know, just basically let them know where you're turning, you know, something that is familiar to them instead of doing a hand signal. And not only is great for a stop sign like that, but also for stoplights, you know, if you, especially if you're waiting at a left turn, you know, yield to turn left or something like that, or if you have a green arrow or for a left turn, or maybe a right turn too. And another great feature that these lights have is the you know, to act as a caution or in distress kind of signal too. Unfortunately though, they don't last that long. What I mean is, you know, they actually turn off automatically within about 45 seconds or so. Kind of timed it a while ago, but yeah, they're not like overall like turning on all the time, so they're actually set up to turn off automatically. You don't have a way to program it or something like that, and you know, so basically you're just left to basically turning it on all the time if you are, you know, want to slow down or in distress or something like that. Or maybe just acts as a caution light or something. Now, as far as, you know, what if someone is driving behind you, you know, is the driver going to be able to see where you are signaling or something like that? Well, I also did a test of that here. I had my girlfriend drive my car and you know, follow me at a reasonable distance, speed, whatever, and yeah, and as you guys can see, both you know, turn indicators were on, just to kind of demonstrate whether they are both visible or not. But you know, that also truly depends on, you know, your body frame, you know, how big you are, or how much stuff you're wearing, you know, whether you're wearing bulky clothing, or also depends on your positioning of your hands with the grips here, for the handlebar itself, you know, whether, you know, you are covering it, or if your elbows are flared out, you know, that can really impact it too. And also if you're carrying a massive backpack that just basically blocks, you know, your entire back or something. So different factors, of course, but you know, just I guess an average frame body type like me, you know, 160 pound, you know, athletic kind of body type, you know, basically pretty good. You know, you're able to see me and stuff like that, and I'm able to, you know, let you know where I am turning. Some downside too though is it's not very visible as far as like if there's you know, a stop sign or something that is curving either left or right. So you know, you just gotta be cautious, maybe use a hand signal and stuff like that. But as you guys can see here too though, an example of a stop sign is you know, a four-way stop basically. Is here I had my girlfriend stop and me stop, you know, and have her basically see if I am able to signal to the right, and if the light's visible. I mean, it's pretty visible as far as the camera can see, but you know, according to my girlfriend, she was able to see me. And so yeah, and I also did a left turn signal too, and it's pretty visible there too. So you know, it really truly depends again on the type of environment you are riding in, you know, whether if it's super sunny out or rainy or cloudy, or just partly cloudy, mostly cloudy, and stuff like that. Now, as far as night riding goes and whether they are visible, well, that is where these Winglights Turn signals actually and truly shines. You know, as you guys can see here, I am visible hundreds of feet away from the camera, and you know, it's a bit blurry here. Sorry, I don't have the best camera in the world, but you know, as you guys can see, I basically am visible, you know, maybe 50-100 feet away from the camera. And yeah, you know, drivers, bikers, you know, they know where I am signaling and stuff, so, and they know where I am turning, so no problem at all as far as turn signaling in the dark. Definitely very visible. Another example as well too of the caution signals, you know, distress signal, very visible too, but again, they don't last that long, about only 45 seconds, so you might have to keep turning them back on. And I don't really know how often you're gonna use it. I haven't really used it yet, But as far as, you know, if someone is following you, either maybe a bicycle or something like that, for instance, here my girlfriend is actually, well, I was trying to simulate a biker behind me, but you know, as you guys can probably tell, she's running. But yeah, it's pretty visible. You know, both turn signals and stuff are visible to the naked eye, you know, whether a biker or maybe a runner or maybe a car, you know, is right behind you, as they are just super bright at night and they truly shine at night. So there you have it, guys. That was my take on the turn indicators, turn signals by Winglights. I know it's probably not the most in-depth, you know, gadget review that you've ever seen here on YouTube, but hey, I'm just here demonstrating how they works, whether if it's visible enough and whether if it does its job really, you know, and alert drivers, pedestrians, cyclists, whatever out there, and making sure they know where you are turning. I know there's a bunch of other options out there as far as turn indicators, turn signals goes, such as like a handlebar that you can literally just replace this one with and mount that in. There's also ones that you can just purchase for like 20 bucks or something like that, that is wireless, and you can just like push a button in here, and then maybe you can mount it on your backpack or the stem here of your Boosted Rev. And then there's also those vest looking ones that you can, you know, either wear as a backpack or something, or mount with your backpack. They're just out there basically. And the last one too is the most expensive one that I saw was this Lumos helmet, where basically it was yeah, it's pretty cool, out of my price range though, of course, for a turn signal, but it's a helmet that literally has signals and stuff like that and lights at the front. Really awesome, but unfortunately not in my price range. Personally though, I've been using it for about a month now, and you know, it really does its job. You know, bikers, cyclists and stuff like that, drivers, they know where I am turning. They recognize the turn signals, and they are aware whether I am turning left or turning right. And that's all that really matters for me, is that they actually know where I am turning, instead of not recognizing my hand signal of like, oh hey, I'm turning right like this, or turning left, or something. You know what I mean. So thank you guys for watching my video and for making it this far in the video. I hope that was very informative to you, and hopefully it made you, you know, decide whether you want to get the same turn signals that I have or not, or whether if you want to get something better or cheaper. It'll be super helpful if you could just smash that like button, possibly subscribe to if you'd like, and hit that bell notifications. You know, I try to upload videos every week here on my channel. You know, I'm still pretty new with this YouTubing stuff, of course, but new series coming up this coming October/November. I'm actually going to be training for my half marathon in Las Vegas that is coming up on November 17th. And I actually haven't been running that much as of late, so it'll be a cool series of, you know, how to basically train for a half marathon when you only have 5 weeks left of training. Thank you guys for tuning in again, and you know, comment down below what you guys want to see next as far as you know, other videos goes. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and thank you. Peace.